Alright, we're back. We have a game review that I just played not too long ago because it is my birthday. It's the birthday game review. This game was meant to be streamed, but my internet was not the greatest. It disconnected me from the game at first for quite a while. Then I finally came back at 74 ping, and I just wasn't having it. So I had to turn off the stream and just do it the old-fashioned way. So you can see they kind of realized that I actually didn't see it. I never showed up. Because you can see Maokai was sitting down like red, giving me a word in. He took it. So that sucks. Came back, and if I can remember how to control it, there we go. I just did a basic clear. I decided to go a slightly different build this game. I usually go ice one like 100% of the time. This time I decided to swap it up instead of going Iceborne Gauntlet. I went Frozen Mallet, not Frozen Heart, since their team had a lot of outsiders with Yasuo and Lucian. So I figured that would help me out just a little bit. But I still want Spirit Vicious with the Titanic Hydra. So you see, we're not off to a very good start. Lucian gets 2 kills, and that's going to be a running theme of this game, which is getting a bunch of kills. And I'm thinking about where am I looking to help out after I do a full clear plus a little extra. Because if I can help it when I play Warwick, I try not to go back to base unless I have 1050 gold, because that's enough for me to get a Tiamat. And I try to get Tiamat every time I go my first back as Warwick. It helps out with the clear so much. If it means I stay out a little extra for a long time, then so be it. So, see, our battle line died again. I'm thinking we might be able to pull some cheese off here, but it just wasn't in the cards. They saw us. Jin was really low. Lucian was full health. I had enough mana to pull off maybe 1.5 combos. I knew he had a mana for about 2 kills, so I was gonna have to bleed. Thresh was looking to make a play about that. And then he missed. Excuse me. He missed his hook and he hit a minion. Like, this is just not gonna work. So I went back to base, get my Tiamat and a control ward. Now move on. And we got King twice now. The first time he blew his flash is the second time he just died. So he's not doing too hard right now because he keeps pushing forward. And to be fair, ganking for a Maokai is extremely simple because he just W's. So I'm trying to perform some damage control. I see Yasuo went super hard mid, and I was thinking he did not have flash. So yeah, I just walk in and kill him. Lee Sin looks like he's trying to do something, but he just backs off. I originally wanted to take this farm because Zed was super low, but he ended up staying. He grew a pair of balls real quick. Yeah, I was super cautious about my red being stolen again, because when I personally invade someone, I take one of their buffs. I keep track of their buffs and I try to teach as many times as I can. They didn't really do that. They only took my red once at the very beginning, and then they take my blue once, and that was it. After that, they didn't really touch any more of my buffs. No, they touched my buff one more time. But see, Battling gets a double kill. They dove. I was all the way on the other side of the map, so I was not able to get there in time. This solution was very annoying throughout the entire game. He was actually pretty good. Not good enough to get that W.
More stars. As if I didn't have
In the back of my head this whole time, I knew they were doing dragon, but I knew we couldn't really do much to stop it because I went back to base. Thresh is a little hungry to get a kill in mid lane. They didn't quite get it. But by the time I just decided to try to do something about it, they get it. So that's most unfortunate. I see if I can pick up any stragglers. I said Soda ult, but she already disappeared. She attempted to talk smack in the ult chest, but just wave it off. So we lost Dragon, Lucian's fed. I'm trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do to save this game. So our bot lane just has to go for a fight here. And luckily Jin lives, and he managed to jump is over. And Lucian can't really walk past Thresh, so that gives me enough time to come in, fear him, and get the old kill. See, it's very important to keep, especially with someone as mobile as Lucian, it's important to keep walking in front of him. Because if you always stay behind him or like right next to him, he's just going to keep dashing forward. So with every step, kept walking further. I'd rather gain distance in front of him than get like one more extra auto. You see Lee Sin go a little bit too ham, and then he does end up dying. They go a little bit too hard for me. I end up living because Warwick. I managed to get my dance issues on. But other than that blue buff steal, Lee Sin didn't really do anything to me this game. I danced all over it. But we'll see that later. So we managed to get a shutdown on Lucian. Romo gets the solo for top lane. I'm like, okay, we're starting to slowly come back in this game. You see the goalie, we're not terribly behind, but we managed to make a first turn. That managed to put us ahead. So I'm trying to figure out what else can we do. We got top. Me and the rest of the team are calling for rotations to be done. And we're calling for bot lane to go mid, for mid lane to go bot. I think at some point we switch it up, have bot lane go mid still, and then top lane goes bot lane, and mid lane goes top. There's a bunch of these crazy rotations, but it's to help us secure objectives and to help out with pressure on different sides of the map. So we managed to catch out Maokai here. Ultimate fear, but I get hit with the roots, but we managed to catch up anyway because he's super low. Now more we're gonna chase him down. Rumble snipes out the E. And then we see Yasuo, who's really he's really overextended right now. He was not paying attention to the map at all, so he also dies. So we're really starting to pull some weight back into this game. And me and Rumble go hardcore for this mid tower. Meanwhile, a little scrap goes down in the bot side of the map. I was watching this the whole time too. Zed makes a big difference for baiting these instead of dying. And I think, so we turned out pretty well in this trade. It was a 2-for-1 total, plus me and Rumble to get mid tower. It's going to be a bit of a recurring theme for both sides actually. If you kind of give up towers for no apparent reason. Like they didn't have to force that fight there. They could just came back and caught mid and stopped us from getting this tower. But they went too hard. Our bot lane and our melee managed to stop them from making that decision. So it was really good on their part. It stopped them from tilting a little bit because during the chat our bot lane was getting a little tilted because this Lucian was going really hard. And then at this point, I had a small feeling they were doing Rift Herald, but it wasn't a really big feeling. They do end up getting Rift Herald, but I don't think it's at this moment, but I do know it's really soon. But I just had a slight feeling, but it wasn't a very big feeling. I didn't think Lee Sin would solo it, because I don't know if it's super strong. Like, I remember the Overture was super strong, you couldn't really solo it. So kind of this new one's pretty weak, and it can actually be soloed. So Lee Sin solos out the Rift Herald without us really noticing. Because I had small feelings being done, but I saw multiple people on the map, so I didn't think it was good. Let's see, we gank bin lane, kill him. I wanted to kill that Lee Sin, but I noticed that their bot lane was rotating up, so I just peace on out. But luckily, I still have my ultimate from the gank against Yasuo. So we put a little bit of damage on Lee Sin. I back out for a little bit. Zed's stuck between a rock and a hard place, so he's not really going to get out. I notice our bot lane is starting to rotate, and Jin has his ultimate. So maybe we might be able to pull something out of our ass. Lee Sin goes really hard. I ult him. He's caught in the rumble ult. Take him down. Keep pushing forward for the Lucian and the Sona. Thresh misses the hook. We kill Lucian, and then we kill Sona at the same time for style 1. Maokai didn't TP because, to be fair, his team died really quickly. But that's really good for us because that secured us the Fire Dragon. So change my team. Where's my center hope? Where I get 100% of my games. Got field there, core. So I go back to try to do a clear. Rumble gets caught out and dies. Notice that the Lee Sin is fighting our Jin. I saw Lee Sin coming. Jin saw him coming. I saw him coming. I don't think Jin saw him coming right away. So when Lee Sin acted, I said, okay, come to me. I didn't expect Jin to flash over the wall. So that happened. And I popped my fear a little bit early, so I was a misplay on my part. And I lost vision and decent at the last second, so I couldn't deal with him either. So it was really just a misplay by me and just unfortunately lost of vision. But unfortunately, since our Rumble died, they managed to get top tower. Because Jin was dead down here, I'm dead down here with him. And Rumble died like right here in mid lane, and Zed was seen top lane, so that's a free mid lane tower for them. And so I just go back to clearing my jungle, try to figure out what we can do. Rumble gets into a scrap, but he doesn't quite die. I just went back to base on trying to see what we can do. Cute to the minions to get closer. I originally backed off, but Zed said he wanted to keep going. Alright, I see Yasuo only mid lane. Let's see what we can do. But he goes in a little bit ahead of me, and he dies. But I do manage to kill Lucian in return. I also managed to kill Soma too. So we do manage to two for one that. And I feel like, oh man, fair fight, but then I saw him out back. I said, nah, let's just leave. So I'm out. And I thought I killed Jin right there at that moment. Because I took the lantern, I noticed me and Thresh were back here, and Jin was sitting right here by himself. I was like, oh, we may have killed him. But you see, Lee Sin activated the Rift Herald up here, so they could have, Lucian could have kept forcing this down bottom with them. They would have gotten them a tower, or at least a kill maybe. Lucian went back to base, pretty much relieved all pressure, because I had to go back here to stop this Rift Herald from taking mid tower, so I was already out of the equation. Zed was out of the equation because he was dead. So this could have been a tower for them, or at least 1 or 2 kills. That didn't quite happen. But Yasuo and Lee Sin overstay. I have my Ghost and my passives, and my W passive activated, so I just run them down and kill them like the degenerates they are. And we just pick up 2 kills, and we pick up bot tower on top of that, while they managed to kill Rumble up here. So we come out ahead on that trade. Like I said, if Lucian stayed bot, they could have picked up a kill or 2 down here, pushed the rest of us off possibly, because Lucian is still super strong at this point. He's 8-4 with two items. They could have pushed down this tower, at least get to half health while picking up 2 kills. Zed and Thresh decided to rotate middle. I want to stay here to get this tower, because I knew if we don't get this tower, we're gonna lose out on the overall map trade. Because Malachi is up here by himself. Rumble's dead. Now then he went mid lane. But okay, he's not gonna make it up there. So I'm just gonna see if I can get a spot to make this somewhat work. Luckily, our team managed to pick off the stone and push them off mid tower, while I stay here to get bot tower. Unfortunately, with Warwick, his base attacks me this well due to his passive, his W passive, puts in massive work. So it takes me a while to get the tower. I didn't think Yasuo would try to fight me here. Like, okay, I'm just turn around and style on him. So let me do a quick review of what I did. I did this to him multiple times throughout this whole game. And you see me, when I solo dragon, you see me do it every single time. If you time your Q at the perfect time, you can actually be immune to CC or a displacement. So I see he's about to knock up, and I use my Q to avoid the knock up. Hit him with the red smite, and I hear him give him the BM. I could have waited on this ult. I really ulted too soon. But he does finally manage to get the knock up. But he flashes out of it. So I didn't know if he had flash or not, so I ulted way too soon. But if I waited on that ult and just ran him down, I would have killed him 100%. But Jen keeps going in for the kill. I decided to back up and spin my gold. So yeah, is I complete my Frozen Heart because once again they have 2 auto attackers with Yasuo and Lucian. So I want to reduce that as much as I can. Then I go for a Spear Visage. Spear Visage wasn't my top choice. I really didn't think I would need a MR item, but Maokai was doing some respectable damage, and Sona was actually dealing a decent chunk of damage to me. Because in all my runes for Warwick, I don't really run any magic resist. I prefer cooldowns. So puts a little link to the show. So they're trying to get this mountain dragon. We're here to contest. I feel like okay, we have everyone here, but we don't have Zed. So I'm trying to take this a little bit slowly. Jin pops the ult, the equalizer comes down. I come in for the steal. I get kicked away, but I come back anyway. And I do manage to get the steal. And that's not the first time that happened again. BM, but I got CC locked to hell. And I'm not able to get my final Q off to a sustain. So we do die. Now this fight, hold on, let me pause. This fight was okay. We managed to get Dragon. He should have just left. He should have just left. And Zed should have just left. Go push mid lane or something. But we all, looking back, that would be the right thing to do. But in the heat of the game, we're all thinking, this is a 3v2. Zed's here. He has ult. He has Ignite. He can take down one of these 2 squishies. But he plays it a bit poorly, especially since Maokai and Sona actually a lot tankier than they appear to be. So he throws out his combo, his WEQ, but he takes the shadow. He should not have taken that shadow. He should have, and then Jin, the bonobo he is, flashed over the wall. What Zed should have done, if he really wanted to commit to get a kill to trade as many people as he can, was to still take the shadow and then they immediately ult either Sona or the Lucian to kind of give himself a little bit more time to think of what to do next. But we could have just left with Zen dying, but Jin decided to flash over the wall to get himself killed. That ended up with Lucian picking up the penta kill. So the lead I thought we had just went away. You can look at the goalie, it's not completely away, but the moral lead I had in my head, the moral we were building up on the team, just kind of got crushed in that little instant. I thought they were gonna try to do Baron because I saw Lucian disappear in the fog of war. But once I saw Lucian go in, I thought, okay, they won't do it without Lucian. They kind of need to use all of their DPS right now. So I'm figuring, what else can we do? I missed my ult on Maokai, but it's fine because it still works as a really good gap closer. Lucian's trying to like, hey, come over here, but we managed to land. Now if I walked a little bit closer, I could have used my Q and followed him over the wall, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead in real time, unfortunately. So if I was positioning here, I could have Q'd him, I could have followed him over the wall, we could have boxed him and killed him, and possibly getting a Baron off the back of that. But unfortunately, that's not quite what happened, so we gotta deal with what actually happened, which is me being Nova. So we go to farming, and we're trying to think of what the heck to do next. Baron is definitely on our minds, because Dragon's down, and we're all sitting up here in the area. I'm thinking if Yasuo stays, we can kill him, but he backs out anyway. And then he happened to get his tornado, and it just knocked me up. Zed goes really hard here for this kill. I actually don't know if he kills it, but I ignore that front of the fight completely. I see we got Lucian here. He uses the Q and says like, okay, that's cool. Lee Sin plays an important role in all of this. I couldn't immediately ult Lee Sin because I couldn't immediately ult Lucian because of the Lee Sin, because he's standing right here, and Warwick's hitbox for his ultimate is actually quite big. So if I ult pretty much anywhere in this direction, I'm going to hit the Lee Sin. I don't want to hit the Lee Sin, I want to hit the Lucian. But since he's too big, that's basically Maokai sitting right on top of me. So I get rooted twice, knocked up, and I'm spamming R at this point, see if I can lifesteal, but unfortunately, that's not quite the case. I got CC like again, thanks to the Maokai. At this point, I was concerned maybe I should have got Merc Treads, like, you know, reduce that CC, because that's really, really annoying. But I opted to stick with the Ninja Taddy. Although his Maokai CC is really annoying, getting rid, when negating some illusion damage is much, much more important to me. So we do manage to lose a lot of people. We lose Jin and pretty much me and Rumble. That's it. And then they could have made a Baron play right here, but they're sitting here trying to fuck around with Thresh for too long. So that gives me time to come back and see if I can bail out Thresh here. You see, I did finish my Titanic Hydra. Land a hook on Maokai. I try to do as much damage to Maokai as I can. Usually I put my DPS a little bit higher, but it's not the highest. I just see these two walk over the wall, so I'm gonna ult and see if I can hit one of them. I want to Lucian, but I managed to hit Sona instead. Got fucked up by queuing Lucian instead of Sona. But this is not going well, so I'm just going to leave once my character goes off. But Lee Sin's kicking her actually did make me fire all the way, but actually stopped him right there. So yeah, we just lost Zed again. And they're almost in prime position to be buried. Lee Sin goes a little bit to him, but he blows his flash because of it. This is one of those stages where like both teams kind of want to fight, but both teams don't want to fight at the same time. So like, ignore this. We can't really do anything right here. I'm stuck with Maokai. It's like, fuck it, me and Roman just focus and take down Maokai. And that's exactly what we do. We kill Maokai, and then Lee Sin comes over, and then we come over and we murder Lee Sin too. And then Rumble fucks up here. He tried to blame me for it, but he realized his mistake real quick. So right here, I wanted to do Baron, but we don't have everyone here. Jin's not coming. He's like, alright, fuck it, we can stop. Rumble decides to chase the Sona. Now, this whole time, you know, Sona's over here and Lucian's right here without his healer. He doesn't have Flash or Heal because we just saw him use it. So I'm thinking, why not just run up here to kill this guy? Or even better yet, because Jin's right here. But I know Jin isn't coming. He's looking at this wave right here. So, alright, maybe like we should probably just leave. I'll stick around a little bit just to see if he can outplay, pull like some Huni or ball shit and make the ginormous plays. But he doesn't. He couldn't just walk over here, just let it go. But no, he walks over here and then gets himself jebaited. And the whole time I'm like, bruh, what are you doing, man? Because he knew the Lucian was here. I knew the Lucian was here. You knew where the Sona was going. I knew where the Sona was going. Why he went over there anyway? It's beyond me. Anyway, he dies. Lucian picks up another kill. I have a finished Titanic Hydra at this point, and then I go for my Spirit Visage. I figured I was pretty fed in the other game. I can deal with the extra damage. It takes him a decent chunk of time to kill me anyway. So now Baron is definitely in our sights, but a Fire Dragon is coming up at the same time. So we're in split mode right now. We're in like split-minded right now. And Yasuo's pretty much committed himself to split pushing this whole time. But alright, so if we all go top to fight for Baron, he's gonna solo the Infernal. And if we go, me or anyone else on my team goes down here to get Infernal, they're gonna solo Baron. Alright, we're gonna have to make some sacrifices here. I say fuck Infernal, and I go for Baron. I'm spamming wards over the wall. And then if you want to win a smite war with Lee Sin, you want to smite early, or at least in my personal experience. And some people say you guard that with most smite wars. You want to smite a little bit early, because you can see him slow it down some more. I jump over the wall when it hits around 2,000. Now I know I'm gonna hit one of these two with my ult. I know I can't cancel it early, so I'm just kind of relying on my pure smite. So I can't Q smite, just smite. He can Q smite for that execute. Now I forgot how much his execute does. Here, 400. So he has a 1760 smite, just about. I don't. I just have an 850 smite because I'm 2 levels above him. But luckily he fucks it up. And once around this general area, I know he's gonna smite because this is within his smite range. So he's just gonna try to combo, but he fucks up the combo because he doesn't take the Q right away and he smites super early. So I managed to steal Baron and I BM at the same time. And then I knew this fight was good for us because Zed managed to kill Lucian in the backlines. So we managed to get the Infernal Dragon, but we managed to kill up their AD carry and steal Baron. And then we kill Lee Sin on top of it because he got way too close. And then I walk over and kill. No, I do not kill Son. He's really, really hard to kill. But we do manage to get mid tower. But yo, we are back in this. But we're still behind in gold. I'm taking tower. I'm really tanky, and I have my damage up. I take tower and then kill Son and that will give us damage. So it goes back to stop the Yasuo split push. And that does wonders for us. Now this is where we take back the lead of the game, and then we throw it right back. There's also be a time for me to figure out what actually happened. Because when I was in the game, see, Yasuo and Lucian, I think, continue to split push top lane. We have Baron. We can go bot lane and get this tower. But Yasuo decides to take top. Zed decides to go top lane to try to defend it. But these two follow them up there. So I'm thinking, alright, they don't have to kill. Like once a solution, like alright, he doesn't have to kill. He just needs to hold. Like once the solution, most people are like, this cat was just gonna die. Hey, alright. The only thing they need to do is just hold. You don't need to fight, they just need to hold. But he decides to, Jin decides to sit there with his ult as a Mal kind of Lucian are slowly walking towards him. And then they die. And I figure I can fight this 2v1, so I'm still really fed. But I made the mistake of focusing the Yasuo. You always focus the healer first. This is me fucking up. I could have easily, well, but I could have won that 2v1 if I focused the Sona over the Yasuo. But so the lead we had, stealing Baron in the inhib, that kind of just all went to shit. Because we got ourselves killed and they took our top lane inhib because of our stupid ass rotations. But luckily they're not able to get the Nexus towers. Yeah, but they do manage to pick up the inhib. Zed going a little bit hard, doesn't really get anything from it though. I'm still dead, so we just threw that lead. We're trying to figure out what to do next. So yeah, so that's my spirit. I'm going for a Thornmail next. Because like I said, auto attackers, Lucian, Yasuo, big auto attacker. Lucian went more crit. I would have went Randuin's. But actually, I don't think I'm just going to go Randuin's anyway, because it doubles up the Warden's passive. But our team managed to make a huge pick in the jungle. Let me rewind so I can actually see the pick that went down in the jungle. So yeah, we're looking to steal their red buff. Jin and Thresh are playing a dangerous game because we don't have a whole lot of vision. You see, we don't have any vision. But Jin's still really fed. Yasuo thinks he can 2v1 that, but I come in, we kill him, and then they're still trying to scrap down here. But yo, he got all of it done. We picked off 2 people. Let's see if we can fight this. So Maokai decides to jump in on his own. Jin still dies, I think. No, he doesn't. So I'm coming around. Everyone pings Lucian because he's up there by himself. The Sona ult's down because we already saw it being used. I missed my ult because they kind of juked it. But it's not always a bad thing to miss your ult as Warwick. It sucks because it misses the point of it, but it's not always a bad thing. In the end, it's a really good gap close. So if you notice the ultimate you're not always good on land, just use it as a gap close. Like in this situation, it didn't 100% matter if I landed the infinite duress on the Lucian or not. I just needed to be near him because I activated my fear mid-air. So by the time I got to him, he was going to be feared. And so this, we thought, you can see here, this is not GG. We thought it was GG. We make a bunch. We aced them. We go. Tyler won. Run it down mid. But our team gets a little bit too happy. Actually, they get pushed off by the Lee Sin and the guy, so they're a little scared. Maybe I should have just turned around and just committed to killing them, so our whole team could have lived. So this would probably be my goal. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna stay here and finish the game. I don't want to be here anymore. It's my birthday. I just want to leave. So I get real close to finishing a life kill off of Yasuo. Sona wastes her ult. Yasuo's dead. Alright, they can't stop me. I'm about to finish this game. But wait. The fates were not on my side today. I Fate Ghost, I can kite a little bit faster because I saw Lucian coming. I'm 2 hits away. And the inhib respawns. I didn't even know that inhib was about to come back. So it was not the most fortunate thing to happen to me today. I was pretty tilted at this point. I was just like, well, I'm just gonna go jump off a bridge. I die. Maokai TP's up from the tower, but luckily he's the only person up there, so they're not gonna win. Thresh manages to hold the gates. Jin comes in and kills it. But they do manage to get both Nexus towers, and they pretty much ended up in the same situation we did. Got the Nexus towers, the inhib is just about to come back. So we push them up. They do manage to get to the Fire Dragon, but I don't really care. So we start making a push for Baron. But we're in the worst spot because we have an open Nexus. Our inhib's half up. It's about to be half up. And Baron's about to spawn. Zed volunteers to hold the gates. Yasuo and his dumbass is soloing the Baron. Like he didn't think we will walk over there in any way, shape, or form. Just has to solo the damn thing. But luckily, we catch him and we just kill him. He's a fucking idiot. I don't care how good you are. When Baron just spawns and you know the game is a situation like this where whoever gets it is going to win, and you know, and you don't see the rest of the enemy team, you know we're going to be here. Especially because he saw Thresh ward over the pit from over here, and he saw the hook. He continues to solo the Baron anyway, so showing any sign of respect that the enemy team is on this side of the wall. So don't be that guy. Yasuo was that guy, and up costing his team the game. So I just run him down and kill him. And then Lucian, who's still strong by the way, but I'm also pretty strong. His GA is down. I'm like, I could possibly run him down. My ultimate is up, and I have Ghost decently soon. Like fuck it, I'll just keep on fighting. Plus my team's right behind me. So we managed to just chase him down. At least I actually continue to chase him down. The rest of the team goes to kill any sin. And then go ahead and make an Arbitration or Arjun. So it takes us a while to get through that Maokai. So I decided to take down Sona, and then we take down the Maokai. And then we finish the game and we win. And that was really it. The game started out really, really difficult because we had a really rough early game, but we managed to come back through some pretty good team fights. And Thresh, he missed a lot of hooks, but he landed the hooks that mattered. And above all, the enemy team threw the game pretty fucking hard. Yasuo threw the game multiple times, but just split pushing all day, and that mining was going on around him. And Lee Sin got caught a few times. Lucian was talking shit in all chats. He got really, really cocky. And Sona was just chilling out the entire game. But I did play Warwick a little bit differently this game. Really in my levels in the build. Because I used to go Tiamat into my Red Smite Cinder Hulk. Into usually in completed boots, I try to go for Tab Eyes because Tab is a really OP right now. And I go to an Iceborne Gauntlet. But Iceborne Gauntlet would really have worked out this game. It would have helped with the Lucian or Yasuo, but they're more auto attackers than casters. Like, I would rather just slow down their overall attack speed, and I can just keep running them down with my Qs and Ghost and my ultimate and my W passive. So I had to go for the Frozen Heart instead. They gave me a lot of extra armor that I needed. I felt a lot tankier. I still had the same cooldown reduction too, because I still got my 30% from my items. I have still 10% of my runes from because I run scaling CDR runes. And I still went with the Spear Vicious because it just synergizes with Warwick's kit really well. And the rest might just for the extra damage. And for the levels, I still go QWE for my first 3 levels. And I over the past past week or so, I've been putting 2 points into W and then maxing out my Q, W, then E. I try to put 2 points in W early because one, it helps out with your clear pretty well actually because it increases your attack speed. Also, it helps with ganks and counter ganks because the cooldown is reduced and the increased movement speed and attack speed you get toward low health targets is actually increased. But I still always max Q first. I used to max W first completely, but I would only put 2 points in at that max Q because when I noticed I was maxing W, my jungle clear was a little bit better, but my overall DPS was a little bit lower because I wasn't able to spam Q over and over again. I had more auto attacks, but I wasn't able to lifesteal as much with my Q. So 3 points, 2 to 3 points in W, max Q. And then I decided to max my E. I just wanted to leave my W at 3 because that's a pretty decent level. Maxed out my E because we were getting into a decent amount of skirmishes in this game, like little cluster fights in the bot lane, some in the mid lane, a few up here near Baron, and the Dragon Pit, and the jungle, and all the other stuff. So getting this E on a low cooldown is going to help, especially with the fear and the damage reduction. And since around this time I started to put a lot of points into it, was the time I was starting to get a lot of my CDR. So it would just start coming up constantly. So I was able to pretty much control fights with the power of the fear. And then I finished maxing out my W and just put points into the R whenever you can. But that is Warwick. This is the birthday game. It was supposed to be a birthday stream, but my internet's not that good right now, unfortunately. But I will hope to do it again in the future. Until next time, stay black, y'all.